I think being a TikTok musician is the purest form of music compared to anything else. If I have to listen to your music, right, means I need to go to a space that you rent out / paid you. I need to consume the overpriced food and beverage so that I can listen to your music, what you decide to play that day for your 30-minute set. Is that pure? What makes a film different from an indie film?
Maybe it's budget.
I think because nobody watched.
Oh shit!
I don't see Wake Up Singapore interview PHP, but do you see the Daily Ketchup
Both
praise opposition or profile opposition? We do it as often as they would come. I personally made a certain decision that because I own my own company, I don't think I'm uncancelable per se. People can still destroy me, but I won't get fired lah. So I decided to just, instead of moderating and pretending whoever I'm not, that makes our opinions very shallow, right? I actively bring in.
In a world where everybody is doing short form content, right? Why do you feel like it is the right thing to do, right? To go against the grain and go long form instead?
It's difficult to answer this question because, I mean, as a company, if you look at when we started the micro documentary format MOSG, or when we did Real Talk, or when we did talk shows and stuff like that, right? It always seems like it's very strategic that we managed to catch the trend so early and be a first mover in many of these things. But also, it's not that strategic one. It's a matter of what we enjoy producing. And then, okay, here's the thing. I don't believe in chasing trends.
Right.
I feel like when you see something that you really like, and a lot of people do it already, you feel like, I might as well do it. You will probably, I mean, some people will do a better version of what they see.
Yeah.
Most of the time, no. Right? Most of the time, you are a watered down version of what you are trying to chase.
Yeah.
And then you're just slow and not as interesting, perhaps.
Yeah.
And that's tough, right? So as a company, we've never really tried to chase a trend. But what we do is we copy. We outright copy. I've always, and I share this very often, that there's this advice that I got when I was really young, that creativity does not exist. All you're looking for is ideas, and ideas are formulaic. Ideas are simply a combination of two or more known things.
Yeah.
Right? So you take a smartphone, for example, or a car, you can deconstruct it. It's how many ideas plus together.
Yeah.
It's never one, like, we didn't go from nothing to car.
Yeah.
Right? We go from horse and fucking horse carriage first, and then we put one, or then we put radio, then we put aircon, then we,
the phone and camera is
it's
iPhone.
additions of things that we already know, and then we just plus together, right?
Yeah.
And so what I do as a company is that we always look at content all around the world, what is doing well, or rather, even if not doing well, what is interesting to us.
Yep.
Right? Because I think over the years, we have also learned how to trust our gut, in a sense whereby what we enjoy filming will probably do well also.
Yeah.
So we look at those and we try and take 3 to 4 and then we mesh it together in terms of flavor, in terms of what we try and cover, or the space that we try and occupy, right?
Yeah.
And that's how we seem to be building brands ahead of its time. But also a lot of luck, because what you also don't see is that a lot of things that we build, I mean, never make it, then you don't know about it, you never ask me about it because So it's hard to answer that.
I mean, the GRVTY Media brand, there's quite a lot of...
There's a lot more that you just don't know because I haven't make it yet. I haven't aligned to my brand.
Right.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of inactive brands that I think like Millennials of Singapore, also manpower issue and everything.
Yeah, I mean, not really a manpower issue per se, but it's more of diverting the resource.
Right.
Yeah, because right now we're at the stage whereby I think we're experimenting with 3 new brands that are going to launch by the end of Q1. I think 3 new brands will launch. So then the manpower is taken from there. Yeah, because I mean, OGS took the micro documentary space.
Yes.
And they did a damn fucking good job. I met the founders. Actually, very early on, we wanted to see whether we could invest or acquire OGS.
Wow.
Because their decks we saw, right, had like MOSG references inside their deck. And I mean, not wrong lah. I mean, at that time, we are the only ones doing micro documentary. So you want to take reference, you should take from us, ma.
Yeah.
But I really respect the way they tell their stories. And to me, why I didn't... I mean, MOSG is still going on. It's just at a slower pace. And is that we really wait for the stories that truly touch us. If you look at, if you go and study the micro documentary brands, right, you will see that maybe 1 in 5 blow up. then the
it's
rest
damn
get
difficult.
and it's so time consuming to find these profiles,
Yeah.
to make sure the profiles can speak, and then we film multiple locations so you can get it all together. And then when you do that and then you get like 9,000 views, it can be very disheartening, especially when as a company you're devoting a lot of resource and all these are salaries that you're paying out ma.
Yeah.
So that's why MOSG is at a stage where we go out and explore things with MOSG, and that people we live our lives, and then when we find a story worth telling, then MOSG is called into action again, as opposed to go out and spray and pray again lah. Because honestly, quite resource intensive.
Right.
I forgot your question. Can you tell me again?
I think it's all related lah. So why do you go into long form instead of short form lah?
And I think it's also a progression, right? If you look at right before circuit breaker happened, when we ended Real Talk, I figured Real Talk kind of run its course already, and then got some employee drama, and then Saffron was leaving the country, and then Jade had differences in terms of sponsorship and stuff like that, which are all very normal things that happen. I also decided no need already lah, because everybody got TikTok account, got Instagram account, they can tell their own sex stories already ma, right? You know what I'm saying? It ran its course already. Like in the past, nobody there. So it was like this dirty little corner that we all go and like secretly indulge. And even if you watch, you may not tell your friends you watch because you're a bit paiseh, you watch kind of laugh something, right? But then after a while, no lah, the whole world is sharing their own story by themselves. Nobody asked really. So I also feel like, okay, the social mission. So every brand that I build must have a social mission. And I felt like Real Talk social mission has ended. And individually, the stars that Real Talk spawned out has slowly become mentors in their own right? You see like in our DMs up until now, and people still asking us about marriage or about children, about relationships and stuff like that. It's like, oh wow, the brand has spawned into 4 mentors. And I thought, okay, the social mission has sort of ended already. So what we're gonna do? Right? Then when COVID happened, basically nothing we could do because I shoot documentaries, I need to go out. I go and Vulcan Post does business content and stuff like that. A lot of business not doing well. What? Damn how?
Nothing.
So it was a bit challenging, and so what we decided, if we screw the money first, we're gonna do something that is for our social mission only.
Wow.
Which was that during COVID, because all the safety measurement keep changing and changing. Then every day we hear this person die, ICU, no more bed, that kind of fuck, right? Then very depressing ma. But then we also realize here and there, if you look hard enough, right, you will find that this person own self parallel import masks and just give to their blog. You know, this kind of and these kind of things, right? The stories are like quite spaced out. So what we did was we decided to create like a 10-15 minute segment. And who we copy, we actually copied Trevor Noah when he brought the Tonight Show to his bedroom. And so we thought, okay, we're gonna do that, but we're gonna incorporate the local news into it. And that's why it's called a Daily Ketchup, because it was daily during COVID, and it's just a catch up on the day. So I don't want you to go and, best case scenario, you stop staring at the news and see how many people are dying, blah blah blah. So how that happened was like at 4 o'clock, 4:30ish, government will report the numbers, how many people contracted COVID today, right? Then at about 6 o'clock in the evening news, the government will then release content about these are the updated safety measurements. So every day we just spend the day collecting info, uplifting content, funny pieces of content, things that bring joy, I think, that bring hope. And then we wait for 4:30, wait for 6 o'clock for that piece of news. We'll script that in. Then at 7, 8 p.m. we start filming. So we film until 10 o'clock. I mean, it's just 15 minutes, but because scripted, then no teleprompter, then fucking difficult, right? Then we keep adjusting the comic timing. Then at 11 p.m. we will send it to an editor. An editor that sleeps through the day will then edit through the night. And then at 8 a.m. we see the final edit, 9 a.m. we will publish. So that, and
every day.
That made zero money. I mean, weekends never lah. So Monday to Friday, every day, where we would do the Daily Ketchup. And that's how it got its name.
2 years? 1 year?
No, just for the COVID circuit breaker for 3 to 4 months.
And at first you all seed it inside the bigger channel, which is Millennials of Singapore, before it has its own channel.
No, this is even before that. Oh yeah. Correct. This was actually on Facebook. You can't even find these videos on YouTube. Yeah, it was actually on Facebook because back then Facebook was still dominant. And so then we chong that one lor. And honestly, the views not very good. So like maybe good ones 20, 30k. But not bad lah for something that we think on the spot. Then we write and shoot and then edit one day, right? But then we felt like social mission was there. And then people were commenting and say like, okay, they don't want to watch the news already. Or like when we upload late because we making edits, then people will say, where's my ketchup? Where's the Daily Ketchup today? I mean, it's not a lot, 1 or 2 people, but like, we're happy. You know, it feels like, because at that time we're trying to make sure the business don't die, but I also want to make sure everybody feel like they're doing something. Not waiting for the business to die.
And not making money. this thing not making money?
No, as in we lost 0 clients, to be fair.
Okay.
But we cannot complete the things to bill.
Mm,
So all our quotations, our billables are high, but no cash.
oil.
Yeah, and it's also a time where I dislike people having insecurity in life. You know, because I always think it's very important. Like the coolest thing for me is when I see returning employees, right? People that go out,
Realize that
see the world,
back
and
home's
then
better.
they come back, or people that choose to have kids or get married when they're in my business, right?
Mm.
That feeling, it feels like they feel safe here. You
Yeah.
know, they feel like they can start their life, even if it's maybe 3 months later they quit. Not bad lah. I think it's something lah, you know, because this business, when built that time, we need to explain to parents what this business is. Like, what is it even? This is 8-10 years ago. You have to explain people that we're making free videos for people to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that like social media companies are really like exploiting the fact that people want to be social media famous, right? And then essentially, when I open a social media company, and then the users are creating.
Wait, sorry. Can I reach the point? I haven't answered the question yet.
Okay.
I was building up to answer the question.
Okay.
Yeah. So so then from there, from that 15-minute show, I started thinking about Real Talk, because in Real Talk I had the least romantic experience. I got one ex-girlfriend and my wife already.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I couldn't keep up with the three of them had so much stories, right, which was amazing for them. And I was just that normal guy, you know, that normal guy that's just asking boleh questions.
Yeah.
But then there were a lot of things that I care about and think about and deep dive about, have more experience about. And so that's how like Daily Ketchup kind of became long form. Not because we thought long form was a thing. In fact, it was also a time where TikTok was flourishing.
Yeah.
So short form was the thing. And then YouTube rolled out shorts to compete with TikTok. So that was the era as well that we decided to do long form. So even I think 1-2 years ago, so we were helping out at a YouTube workshop. Then the YouTube person also come and say like, short form is king unless you're the Daily Ketchup. We also don't know why they are working.
Yeah.
Then YouTube also don't know, then we also don't know, we just work out. So yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, I mean, another like very encouraging thing is like during like the polling day, I saw that there's a cooling segments, right? There's like a cooling segment, and then the government was like, hey, Daily Ketchup cannot say too much during this.
Yeah.
Then you kind of know that, oh shit, you made it in a way.
It's in a weird way lah. In a weird way, yeah. I think that was also. I think the presidential election was what helped me realize that actually we went somewhere already, because cooling day tradition don't affect anybody one. I mean, mainstream media must shut up, then the rest of us can talk what.
Right.
Yeah. So when the government tells us we cannot talk, then we realize.
Oh shit.
I mean, a bit sian, because we had content lined up for cooling day to summarize everything. But also then a bit encouraged lor.
Because I saw one of the thumbnail or title is like, hey, everybody think Daily Ketchup is PAP's dog. Wow, that's actually quite fierce, yeah. What a thumbnail.
Yeah. I think that one also, I mean, to a certain extent, people only catch other people's bias and not their own bias, right? You never see people that are pro-opposition call out Wake Up Singapore for not being neutral. Like this shit don't happen, correct? So for us, we exist within the same space, and I don't see Wake Up Singapore praise PAP. I don't see Wake Up Singapore interview PAP. But do you see the Daily Ketchup
both sides
praise opposition or interview or profile opposition? We do it as often as they would come.
Yeah.
We invite them very often. Sometimes they just don't answer sometimes. Yeah. And so I think that's why I think we made that certain, or I personally made a certain decision that, because I own my own company.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm uncancelable per se. People can still destroy me if they so want to.
Yes.
But I won't get fired lah.
Yeah,
right? So I decided to just, instead of moderating and pretending whoever I'm not, then that makes our opinions very shallow, right? I actively bring in new members of Daily Ketchup that are clearly pro-opposition.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you look at people like Raja, for example, Alistair that we brought in, they are both vocally pro-opposition.
Right.
Yeah, so everybody can be passionate about what they feel. And I'm not passionate about PAP lah, don't get me wrong. I just feel like if it comes down to it, I'm voting for my country right now. I will vote for whoever
that best serves the country.
I think best serves the country today lah. So I also told what's his face? What's the independent candidate? What's his name?
Wow, shit, I don't know, man.
Jeremy, correct. So I mean, I'm a big fan of Jeremy.
Thank you so much.
I also told Jeremy straight up, if I'm in a SMC and he is in my SMC, I will vote him. right?
Stands
Yeah.
for the right things that you believe in.
And he looks competent, and I think one seat, I'm willing to gamble one seat for his ideas in Parliament. Then Parliament will make it safe. Like, I am into crypto. I am. But do I believe CPF should all be into Bitcoin? I don't fucking think so lah, to be honest. I don't fucking think so lah. Because I also lived through the cycle where there's 80-90% drawdown ma. Then if I retire that year, we all hongkan eh. So I don't fully believe in that, but I believe in his ability to want to enact this kind of change. Maybe not 100% of our CPF go into Bitcoin. Maybe can we start with 2%? Then can we see exponential returns? Maybe. Because we can't afford to risk 2% for exponential returns. Then maybe that 2% become 5%. Maybe when Bitcoin draw down 90% that time, it's still 100 grand, then okay, we can play.
I think it's quite the same sentiment, right, in this financial sector kind of thing, right? And music industry, right? Everybody is like hoping the government would take more risk a little bit. But then I think Singapore is more on the stable route lah.
I mean, there's this guy that went to a CPF, like a dialogue with CPF. I think with I think the CEO of CPF or like a then finance minister or something. I forgot already. It was a long time ago. I was not there. This story was told to me.
Yeah.
That this person say, why 4%? And then
interest rate.
Why 4% returns on your CPF? And then that person say, I can easily outperform 4%. I can do 10% easily. And so the finance minister or whoever was speaking, right, just gave that person perimeters, right, to say that, okay, you must perform against every market cycle. You cannot count just ups. Then you must perform into recession. So as he go down, right, the guy starts moderating numbers. Say, okay, then I can do 7, then I can do 6, then I can do 5. Then eventually, when all the 4 parameters set out, right, he agreed at 4. And then he sit down. It's difficult. I think, this year I also fucking outperformed S&P 500. But last year, last year we bleed. 2 years ago, we bleed ma. Yeah, but then people retiring that year and I'm in charge of the portfolio, then I tell them, sorry, we all die together. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think governance is a lot more complex job than many people are.
It's damn difficult. It's like the moment you start to own your own company, then you start to see a little bit of what governance looks like, right? Then it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, not even that though, because my company is damn small. It's like 30 plus of us. I don't think I even get a glimpse of it through that, but I think my privilege is the mentors that I met in life or the people I get to ask my boleo questions with.
Like this podcast basically. I'll ask you
stuff. Dude, no, like last time when I was unsure about what certain things happen, right? I think there's some people that took an interest in how I think. They want to make sure that I understand. Right? I think it was early days within media.
Your Gush Cloud days.
No.
Even before.
Early days in GRVTY. And some person, like this guy, his name is Steve. He's a very senior person in NTUC. And NTUC has a symbiotic relationship with PAP, which has its roots in Singapore's history, blah, 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 right? And that was the first time he said, like, John, why don't we just meet for coffee? You ask me anything that you wonder, right, how our country got here. I will be 100% on, like, transparent with you.
How did that even happen?
Because they just, like our client, they buy Vulcan Post article. And Vulcan Post is a workforce magazine, so when they need to spread got this scheme, this grant or whatnot, then they have to buy media, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, so then we developed some friendship and stuff like that. And then Steve just said, let's do that. And then it was only years later that I figured out that he's like some senior director, like super big shot guy. Because he's so chill, he's so humble, this fella, right?
Most of them are.
And then he sit down and then he just tells me, like, and I went from pre-independence, and we sat down for 2.5 hours and I just asked, how did this thing come to be?
Right.
Yeah, and the things that he's not sure, he told me he's not sure, but 99% of my questions, he told me the history and the backlog and the counter view and the counter perspective, and people are upset because of this reason, but this is the part that people don't accept / don't see. And people like Steve and people like many of the cabinet ministers that took time out that allow me to like ask this kind of questions.
Wow.
I think that kind of shaped my worldview quite a bit.
Basically, it's like the history of Singapore kind of thing.
There's this. I don't know whether I can share this. I can't.
Okay.
Okay. You look at certain times the policy is being made, right? And then you wonder like why does it feel like the government has given up on helping small businesses? You think about it. Because last time every year you might be a bit too young, right? But back then every year, right, the National Day rally, right, there's always every business got one fucking grant they can apply one. Every business have one. Whether you sell tire, you're in construction or you whatever, your dear PIC grant you would know, right? Buy computer, no need to pay one. I got one couple of years, it's like this. The grants get abused and crazy, but also the government also understand some level of abuse will happen. Abuse tolerance must be necessary so that we can let these certain businesses thrive. And then there was a year, no more already.
Oh.
Then everyone's like, how come? Then and in the same breath, something they've been doing for decades, right, is they go and EDB go and invite other MNCs to come and set up base here. And you wonder how come like government want to support other countries, other businesses don't want to support our homegrown business. And there were a few people I spoke to, and then one of them say, what do you want them to do? Because many of these businesses are surviving on these grants. No grants, they will die.
Right.
And their industry is going to sunset. But the government is keeping them afloat. And if a business is supposed to sunset, it should sunset. So it releases the talent. So schools stop teaching people this curriculum because there is no jobs for this curriculum.
Oh.
Then the country progress. Right? So the young people that might join, let's say, a tire making business or how to make matchsticks or like pesticides and whatnot, if let's say those are going to sunset within Singapore, then maybe they won't take a course up in that. You know, maybe the young person will go and join a tech company.
That's super big picture.
Yeah, and it's like, and we don't see that. All we see is that last time we got grant, now no grant. But you also don't expect a politician, which is a fucking popularity contest, right?
Yeah.
To come and say, right, so all this business that's going to die, right, I'ma let you all die. You know?
Yeah.
Cannot, ma.
Cannot. Right?
Yeah, so cannot. So they up social support. They get ready for unemployment. They make sure they make skills future, and then they start.
Oh shit.
So unemployment rate in Singapore traditionally never drop because everybody had job placement. That is the key. But then we see a lot of business that used to be here not here anymore. Is this what's happening to Projector? I'm not saying that. Yeah.
Wow, damn! I didn't even think of that, man. This is like so beyond, because most people only care about their own business, right?
I think that's one of those moments that make me realize that you think you know shit, right? You don't know shit. Yeah.
And then the government has the big picture, and then they realize that this industry is not required. Then maybe
it's not required. Is that the government does not decide which industry is required unless
the market,
it's illegal.
Right?
Yeah, the market decides. But is the government keeping them afloat? Yeah. If let's say in your business, if you only make money from government is trying to keep you afloat, but your views sucks. Then at some point, whatever employees here maybe could have gone on, join bigger media companies, build bigger things. But you know?
Yeah.
But then they are keeping you afloat. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like not basically a self-sustaining business, not profitable in a sense.
Yeah, rely on. Then there's a lot of businesses that just come out every year after National Day rally, right? People figure out what the fucking grants are, right? Then they will spawn ghost companies to help you take advantage of those grants. Also not right a bit strange So last time the PIC thing, right? Like they were called, you need computer, then we're like, we don't need. Then it's like, but you want to just sign something, then we give you 2 computers for free. Shit like that, because then they can go and get and reimburse the rest of themselves, and like all these things taxpayer money.
Oh yeah, initially I asked you this question, right? Like everybody's jumping into podcasts, and then eventually it will become not such a good thing because everybody is into podcasts, right? Do you think that attention is kind of like a zero-sum game where like the more like there's finite attention, so if I'm gaining all the attention, then there's less for other people?
You have a point. In countries like US where saturation hits a certain level, yes. In Singapore, not yet. Even if we line up all the podcasts as being done in Singapore, within one day you still can watch finish everything they publish within the week. Is it not? Yeah. So we are not nearly
smaller country, lesser people, so lesser.
We got less creators also, We got way less creators.
So in terms of percentage, their percentage is
I tell you where the danger is.
Okay.
The danger is that smaller creators that are actually very talented don't have the staying power. This trend will pass, as with every trend.
Yes.
But podcasts won't die, because podcast has been around way before the Daily Ketchup. Like Joe Rogan been doing it for fucking since I was born.
It's like a talk show.
Yeah, like podcasts will always be around. But now at point of saturation, there will be 100, 1,000 new entries in Singapore.
Yes.
That makes it a bit more difficult for the rest of us, correct? And the ones that feel like they're not so good, they will bow out. Because no point. So many big players already, and I'm still not near a big player. I will bow out.
Yeah.
Right? And then there are some people that can bankroll, or some people that maybe are very talented, but they are 19, then 20, then after that they are damn good, but because of point of saturation, it's very difficult for them to get attention now. But then 6 months later, they're going to start their university
Oh,
or they're going to NS.
they must give up.
Yeah, and then they will end it. They will end it with no regrets and they will look behind because they say, I tried, I gave it a good 50 episodes, I collectively only get 50,000 views. So, okay lah, I gave it a good try, I'm not good enough. But maybe you are. You know? Maybe you are. Maybe after NS, this is something you still want to continue. I think that's the danger of point of saturation. In that there's a lot of very good conversationalists or a lot of very strong podcasters that feel like they try, okay, I'm not good at it, I leave. But actually, you're good. You're timing off. Yeah.
You come in at a hot period.
Yeah, because this will pass. This whole thing will pass, and then
whoever tong the longest.
two will remain lah. The best podcasters will remain, or the richest people will remain. Yeah. So those people will survive the trend. Correct?
Yeah.
But
you can bankroll
you
your
see,
employees.
not necessarily the new most talented entrants.
What you mean? Like, most new talented
The best podcast
will stay.
will stay.
Right.
The best, most established podcast will stay. The richest podcast will stay. Because they can continue bankrolling into losses if they want to.
Yes.
Will stay. But what we don't have is very strong newbies.
Right.
Yeah, that are actually damn talented.
Once the trend ends.
That will have become one of these two easily. But because of point of saturation, we will never see them surface. And hopefully, if they recognize their talents, they come back and they try again after whatever they are busy with. But most of the time, in a country like Singapore, you go and find a real job.
Yeah, exactly.
And gone already.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that is the danger. I don't. Yeah, I think if anybody makes better content than whoever is incumbent, then you should go lah. Like politics.
Yeah, that. But like you say, right? Find a real job, right? Isn't there money in podcasting, or is there very few avenues for money and everybody fighting against the same pie?
I think 80-20 rule. I think 20% of people make 80% of the money.
Yeah,
As with everything. As with influencers also. Now they can play micro, then after that they play nano right? So everybody is getting a slice of the pie. But that nano influencer have to do 100 posting to make one Jian Hao Tan posting.
Money.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah lor. So Jian Hao can continue doing this. He can do 12 posts a month, then he can close his company also if he wants to. But this other person needs to do 20 posts a month to make it. So how to sustain 20 clients?
Yeah.
If you do 20 ads a month, then how to sustain your viewers? Yeah, so stuff like that. Yeah, so it's staying power lor. You can tahan or not? 80-20 rule, because 20% of people are gonna suck at 80% of money.
So actually a lot of this is like more like a resiliency game. The longer you tong, and then the higher the chances you might get a lucky shot or something.
It is, because you either play trend or you play format. Right? Trend must pass, one will pass. That's why we call it a trend.
Right.
Then there's formats. The formats have listening styles, have a place in media. Formats will stay. Yeah. So,
for example, formats like.
So, for example, if you're a dancer, not a very good dancer, but body a bit nice, can lah, The rise of TikTok dancing, fly right, all of them became extra famous.
Right.
But dancing damn hard to monetize lah, unless you start going dancing school. I don't know how much money dancing school paying for advertisements now. Not much lah to me. Right? So then what happens now? Pass already. TikTok's not about dancing anymore. Now you have to scroll so long to find dancing.
Yeah.
Is there a place in society for that? Don't have. So 1% will make it, or 20% will survive. 80% don't know what to do with their life already.
Right.
Yeah. So then they go and find the next thing. I think that's the problem with chasing trends. Right? But like podcast in itself is a format. Why is it a format? Is in that people will always want to consume content. Right? They will always want to learn from people. They will always want to know someone else's perspective of something. It's how they do it. Right? If I can, I will watch it over video. If I can't, because I'm running, I'm jogging, I'm doing ride hailing, I'm a Grab driver, then I plug in because then I will listen to podcast style, right? Audio only. Yeah. So these are formats. The formats will have a place in society, Yeah. So it will stay.
Recently, I came across a video, right, that says that your favorite creators are probably owned by private equity. I don't know if you know this. So if you look at there are a few private equities, right? Like Electrify Video Partners, Spotter Studio, Jelly Smack. Are you aware? It's like those big US companies,
right.
And then they actually have stakes into all those big channels like Mr. Beast, Colin and Samir, Veritasium, all this. So I feel like in a sense, like if your company, if your YouTube channel, right, is partly owned by a private equity, right, you kind of have to speak their propaganda in a way. That's a risk, right, that you might face if you have that kind of YouTube channel,
I think it depends who your shareholder is.
right?
Yeah. I have a lot of shareholders, they don't care what I say.
You
As
have a
long as
lot
I
of
make
shareholders
money,
that
as long as I make money.
right.
I mean,
Oh, that's actually the best, right?
I exited GRVTY Media for the most part already. I'm only a minority shareholder now.
Oh damn.
We sold to Tower Hill, the Lim family.
Yes, I saw
Yeah.
that interview, yeah.
Yeah, but I
Kiet,
mean,
right?
yeah, it's just a business play.
Mm.
I got no what propaganda he want from me. You want me to promote his hospital, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
promote Valencia, don't have
Right.
Don't lose money, make money, grow happy already ma.
Yeah. And then you also have your John Pet Cross channel, which is like quite a personal channel, right? Linked to GRVTY Media,
Yeah.
right? Do you find that that's gonna be a problem in the future, or it's like actually okay because of how steady you are with your investors? Because I don't know,
Yeah.
personal channel, I feel like I might not want to link it with my company thing.
Well, so you're saying one day when I walk away from the business, the personal channel, how lah?
Yes, maybe something like that.
Okay. I guess it was a gamble, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't get attached to these things. If the channel dies, it dies. I don't care.
Wow.
I only care about the people the channel supports. Yeah, like two groups now. Like to slow down MOSG was a very intentional decision. If there was not a new entrant like OGS, right, I would not have slowed down. I will continue bankroll MOSG even if it doesn't make money. Because there was a social mission in MOSG to tell everyday stories, to bring like light to certain situations, to raise money for certain causes.
Right.
But then OGS has embodied that so well, better than us.
Right.
It was okay to bow out. Then now therein lies the second problem. How about my team that works on MOSG?
Oh shit.
Are they willing to pivot with me or not? So that same team that MOSG is actually the real talk team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the real talk team, the Daily Ketchup team.
Daily Ketchup.
Yeah. So then, okay, I can pivot with this team, then no one gets left behind. I can bow out MOSG. Yeah. But MOSG is not dead lah. It's just slowed down like crazy.
Right. It's I guess like the same way as that the way the government handle, right, a dying company or something like that.
No, in a sense, I think the challenge with pivoting for many businesses is that you can't bring the people with you because your infrastructures are so deep.
Right.
Yeah, so pivoting almost means hire new set of people, fire this set of people. Then pivoting them hard, then you know here, you consider here, then too late, you pivot, don't pivot, you also lose. You know?
And their skill sets and everything.
Yeah, so for me, I don't get attached to brands. I only get attached to the beneficiaries of the brand, which is my colleagues that are working on the brand or the communities that rally around the brand. If both of them can be saved or don't need the brand, then the brand can die. I think it doesn't matter.
Wow.
So, I also don't think Kiet will want to take John Pat Cross lah. Then who the fuck gonna do John Pat Cross?
Exactly,
Don't have John, don't have Pat, then do what?
That is true. Because I come from a musical background, right, and it's like very creative based, and then a lot of us are very attached to a particular identity or a brand. But then for yourself, right, the way you do things, will you like kind of view yourself more as a business person than a creative?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't I'm not very creative, bro.
But you're in the creative industry.
Yeah, I'm very lucky lah. I'm very lucky. I meet a lot of the right people in my life.
Yeah, because like as a musician for 17 years, right, and then like I kind of see like, you know, as I'm really in my mid 30s, right, I really have to up my finances and everything, right.
Yeah.
Then I start to realize that music is very spiritual and very subjective, and then when you make music, right, for the intent of like earning money, right, it feels very unnatural. And then what can you do to earn money but it's still within the creative field? And my natural conclusion was like YouTube lah, because there's analytics and everything for you to see, to get better, you know. If your video sucks, right, it will literally tell you your video sucks. Yeah. So that's the natural conclusion of why I came to YouTube lah. But then the thing is,
I don't think you have to make money with what you're good at. What? If you enjoy DJ and that's your craft, right? Keep it pure.
Yeah, correct. Exactly.
Then write jingles for people.
Yeah.
Then you earn money there. Like, you know what I mean?
Correct. So that's why like I don't really want to place so much of like earning money from music production and DJing per se lah. That's why I kind of like move to something that is like adjacent in a way lah.
Right.
Yeah, so I can like kind of keep it pure still lah, pure-ish lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like how I kind of arrive in this creator space lah. But then when I look at like all the big players, right, like Jays, like yourself, right, the level that you're taking it, right, is really even more business-centric, right, than a music person would be lah. That's
Right.
why yeah,
Right.
yeah, music person still quite emotional about their craft. Like, oh, I don't want to do TikTok because it like makes me look like a fake musician, you know, kind of
Right,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a music thing or is it your thing?
No. Dude, I already have a few thousands of TikTok, man. I'm already like impure already, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, but
no,
for most of my
why does
music
that make you
compatriot-
impure?
For most of my music compatriots, right, especially people in the underground, right, they are like all about the music. They don't want to be known as something else. Yeah. So that's why they have their
No,
own.
but why don't you just create music on TikTok?
Yeah, of course you can. But then the thing is like, I don't know, like, because it's video, it's not just music. Because music is just music, right? But if it's a video, it has to be more than just the music, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So obviously there are people that are like hitting the sampler
Yeah.
pads and then all the videos the same, right?
Yeah.
But out of 100, maybe only one person pop.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, TikTok is still primarily a video content, a video platform. It's video first, then audio.
I think that's purer.
Huh?
I think that's purer.
Which one? Like what?
I think being a TikTok musician is the purest form of music
Mm-hmm.
compared to anything else.
Mm.
I think if I have to listen to your music, right, means I need to go to a space that you rent out / paid you.
Mm.
I need to consume the overpriced food and beverage to
Which is the problem of
be
clubbing
in
now.
your space, right?
Yeah.
So that I can listen to your music, what you decide to play that day for your 30-minute set. Is that pure? Hasn't that been fucking tainted by business like crazy? From my perspective, TikTok's pure. This is you in your house, your studio, your room. You make music. You share your thoughts. Free for me to listen. I can listen anytime I want. I can even pause and come back to it. And then if I like it, I can share to my friend. And my friend's not free. He can watch it tomorrow. Correct?
Yeah.
To me, perspective lah. That's the purest form of music, no? Whereas yours, I need to wait. I wait for you to do another one so I can bring my friend. And then after that, I need to pay your venue a fuck ton of money to go in. Then you sell drinks at 4 times the price. Why is that purer? I don't see it.
Right. That's a great perspective. Like, so it's like club DJing versus like just simply putting stuff out on social media.
Yeah,
basically.
like you think Taylor Swift is a pure musician?
Dude, business as fuck, dude. But she's the number one, right? In pop.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah. She's not underground exactly. So
No, but why does underground mean pure?
Underground means like free from distraction, I guess. Like they don't really have anything else outside of their craft lah. They are like as pure as possible as they try to be lah.
I don't see it as pure. Oh yeah, I don't understand.
maybe there's like some other business.
What makes a film different from an indie film? What makes it different? What makes an indie film an indie film?
Wow, I don't know, man. I'm not so sure about the film world, but I
think
feel like maybe it's budget.
I think because nobody watch.
Oh shit!
I think your audience just fucking small, and you only know how to cater to this small audience.
Right.
And I think if you had a chance, you will want to go on the big screen. You will want to be in 100 countries. I think if they had a choice, I don't think they want to be small. So then now they have to give themselves a name. So they call themselves indie filmmakers.
Damn! Ouch, dude.
Is that not
It's
it?
like basically like underground music.
Is that not what underground?
What
I mean,
the fuck?
we get to the point where underground music, you are very successful, and then Tomorrowland asks you to come and you say no because that's impure. Because that's too fucking mainstream, that's too basic. I don't think so.
Underground artists to understand
if
this.
Burning Man wants you to go, then you're like, nah, it's impure.
But I think if we have any underground musicians, right, can let us know in the comment section, like why do they stay indie, stay underground? Like what is the main idea behind it? But yeah.
And if you had the opportunity to play at Tomorrowland, are you gonna say no? Yeah. If Tiesto asks you to go on his, the collab, you'll say no.
Yeah, I mean, some artists that I see online, right, they'll be like, oh, I'm not going to play for this festival because they support this war initiative or they are like supporting this pharma company. They are more that kind of thing.
I think maybe that's cool.
Maybe that's why.
To a sense, that's basically value-based or virtue signaling, but also that's just value-based business lah. I think that's cool also. But I think to a certain extent, right, and I say that as someone, I'm talking about myself, right? That we are all damn good at making fucking excuses for ourselves to get away so that we can sleep and feel better about ourselves.
When we decide to pursue a particular path, right?
Or if we're not good enough for something, we got another name.
Yeah.
Right.
I think YouTube taught me that when you have the analytics, right, and it's like, unlike music, YouTube can literally tell you suck, because of the analytics. But music you produce, right, is like, maybe your friends like it, the views, right?
No, I disagree that YouTube is like that also. I think there's a lot of luck involved.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of optimization that most people don't know about YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it does not mean you suck. It means the right people haven't seen your shit to blow it up.
Or that could be the case.
You know, like Singapore is in love with Zhen Zhen now, right? Right, we are Zhen Zhen everywhere. You see Zhen Zhen, you want to take a picture with Zhen Zhen. You know the TikToker Zhen Zhen.
I know Zhen Zhen.
She's this viral person that just the way she speaks just very funny lah.
Okay.
But she's been streaming for live streaming for 3-4 years already. Nobody give a fuck until somebody take her audio, splice up, make a funny clip. Then she blew up. You know. So I don't think you look at YouTube and you got no views means there is definitively you suck.
I don't think it's just views, but I think more like if you look at click-through rate, you look at average view duration, all this kind of thing, it can kind of give you a sign whether you are doing well or not, right?
It gives you a sign whether your video is doing well, not whether you are doing well. I think cannot conflict that.
Your video, yeah. Unlike music, there's nothing. Literally only views, that's it.
There's drop-off rate, what? They just don't give you that, right?
Yeah, Spotify, I don't think have any.
Yeah, they just don't give you that. But I have.
Maybe they are back-end, right? But it's not available to artists, right?
Yeah.
So if the artist can have that, then you kind of know.
Yeah.
But I guess most musicians, they are like guessing also. That's why the music now from like 5 minutes become 4 minutes, 3 minutes, shorter and shorter and shorter to maximize the replay rate.
Right.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's happening. Well, that's them serious.
Dude, look at Old Town Road. I don't know if you know that.
Right.
2 minutes only the song.
Right.
So people like when
is that why they do it?
Yeah.
Damn, that's so sad.
When the song end, right, then it's like, it end already, then you replay again.
Right. So it's like the TikTok there, they stitching up the looping videos. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty sad.
Music industry really doing it lah. Then after that, then TikTok eventually caught on to this and also start doing their looping formats and all.
Right.
And then at this stage, right, where I think in a global sense, right, your channel is considered like medium-sized channel, right?
Small, I think, in a global sense.
Small.
Small, bro. 100K. 100K is what?
What's big? Big is like 1 million. 1 million not big already. 1 million is big, right?
I think for global creator, we are small. For global
is small.
YouTube creator, we are small. For YouTube accounts, we are probably medium to large. Yeah.
Right. So do you all still place like a lot of emphasis on like thumbnail creation and then like you change thumbnail hour on hour?
We do. Every video goes out with 2 thumbnails for A/B testing first. Yeah. Then we retitle it 4, 5 times, 6 times. Yeah.
How do you like decide when you do all those?
1 hour you see our benchmark.
1 hour.
1 hour the benchmarks are in already. So within 1 hour we will see our benchmark.
Benchmark is in like what views you typically get?
What's our click-through rate? Thumbnail is just click-through, right? Thumbnail doesn't do anything other than click-through.
But
it does
if
not
you
help
change your thumbnail and you change your title, how do you know which one affect the click-through rate?
Oh, when we change one, we change both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I see that the US style is very like about the minimalistic look, right? Like the typical Mr. Beast or Colin and Samir, just one face, one word. But then I see like Singapore podcast, right? Or China podcast.
Yeah.
Wow, that one is like a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that it kind of like distracts the users or it really like serves your purpose?
I think it's a bit of brand equity lah.
Brand equity.
If Cristiano Ronaldo comes on my channel, right, you can bet that my thumbnail will be very clean. Because people see Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's it.
Yeah, but you see, Cristiano Ronaldo alone, you may not click because he has a billion videos online.
Yes.
So you might feel like this is just another one. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo, then my face. Then you're like, he came on the fucking Daily Ketchup. This one you might click. Because like, oh my god, they come to a Singapore show. Yeah, so then you can bet it's going to be just like that.
Oh. But like for the not so famous guests, and it's more topic based, then you have more stuff to kind of describe.
Because it's quite interesting, right? That you speak to someone that makes the mosquito, that fuck other mosquito, then make the other mosquito cannot give birth. You know? Like that isn't that a fucking interesting job?
Yeah.
But who is she? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
She's my favorite episode so far, that teacher. Yeah, but it's like if I put her face there, then does it matter?
So it's more on like what she does, try to suck people in.
The part that I'm trying to get you interested in. Yeah, sometimes it's not her, like in this podcast, people not here for my rugged good looks, you know what I mean?